would be fun to make a video showing off some of my recent hunting activity. It's been a successful year. And I shot a nice buck, and I'm going to show you the video, but to set it up, I didn't really want to go out there that afternoon. I'd been pheasant hunting, and I forgot some critical gear. The other thing on my mind was that I already had venison in the freezer because earlier in the season I had shot a doe up in Oneida County. I wanted to do that so that I wouldn't be tempted to shoot a puny buck. On the other hand, I'd seen some really nice bucks out there a couple days before I shot this one. I'd had one walk right behind my stand in a spot where I couldn't shoot. I thought, I'll just go out there for a little while. I don't have to stay till dark. And so let's get into the video here.
I had heard a little sound off to my 8 o'clock and kind of cranked my neck back there and saw, I could tell it was a buck. I couldn't tell how good it was. It was in a spot where I'd seen one 2 days earlier. And the one I'd seen 2 days earlier went behind me, so it went from my 8 o'clock to my 7 o'clock to my 6 o'clock, an area where I couldn't shoot. But this guy was sniffing around down there, super wary. You can't see him in the video, but I could see him. I was trying to read his body language, and then I realized he was going to step out. And you'll see him.
Now I'm, for the first time, getting a good look at his rack, and I'm thinking, ooh, this might be a shooter. Then I get a good look. I moved that little tree right there, and he's smelling that because he smells my hand on it. That's how wary this guy was. Here, I just move a few inches to get that up to my eye, and then obviously easy shot. I'll replay that here. Golden triangle shot. And boy did he bleed, which is a good thing because I was tracking him through this tall grass. If you can see off in the distance there, that's what he was running through. I'm just listening here. Did I hear that deer crash? Alright, so now I gotta climb down out of the tree. You'll see my rope ladder gizmo here that I'm kind of proud of. Made that so I can toss a line up in the tree. On public land, you can't leave it stand overnight, so you gotta take up and set down every time. And I took down partially before I climbed down out of here because I knew it was going to be dark when I got back, or I thought there was a good chance it would be dark when I got back to the stand. So I left the rope ladder in the tree, but I had to take all my other stuff down and get organized and make sure I didn't have stuff lying around. Put the quiver back on my crossbow, and then I'm going to start looking for blood here. And the rest of this is going to be tracking. Okay, I'm gonna try to lip sync this because the audio on the GoPro is so bad. Okay, I've got a really good blood trail here. On the one hand, I don't want to press that deer. On the other hand, if I can find him while it's still light out, it's going to be a lot easier. I'm not sure what to do. I kind of thought I heard a crash. He could be dead up here. And there's so much blood. He was point blank. I made a great shot on him. But you know, I've been fooled before. I don't know what to do.
I don't think it's light enough for the GoPro anymore, so signing off for now. Well, I decided to press ahead while I had some light. Thought that was a little tricky to follow through all this tall grass, but I found it. Nice, what is that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nice little 9-pointer there. Yeah, that's probably the nicest deer I've ever shot. So, hooray!